Welcome to A Brief History of Triumph Motorcycles. Initially buying and selling bicycles, German entrepreneur Siegfried Bateman founded the S. Bateman & Co. Import-Export Agency in Coventry in 1885. The next year the company was renamed the Triumph Cycle Company as Mr. Bateman wanted a more general company name which had the same meaning in multiple languages. In 1902 the now new Triumph Co. Ltd. put its first engine on one of its bicycles, introducing the company's first motorcycle. By 1915, Triumph had been chosen to aid with the war effort, during which time it produced a total of 30,000 motorcycles which saw active service, and by 1927 the Coventry factory was producing the same number of motorcycles every year. In 1930 the name was changed once more to Triumph Motor Company as it had also started to produce cars, though before long this part of the company began to fail, and so in 1937 the company split. The Triumph Car Company kept the company's name and the newly independent motorcycle company became Triumph Engineering Co. Ltd. During the Second World War, over 50,000 motorcycles were produced for the Allied Army, however production was massively reduced during the Blitz of Coventry in 1940. Through the 50s and 60s, numerous land speed records and racetrack successes cemented Triumph's name and gave rise to their Bonneville range, named after the Bonneville Salt Flats where Triumph set their records. But in 1983 the company went bankrupt and the factories closed their doors. John Bloor, a local entrepreneur and passionate Triumph fan, acquired the Triumph name. Over the coming years he built the new Hinckley, Leicestershire plant and quietly began work on a new series of motorcycles. In 1990, Triumph Motorcycles was revealed at an exhibition in Cologne with 6 new motorcycles and a new logo. In the coming years, Triumph returned to the USA with the introduction of the new subsidiary Triumph Motorcycles America and began branching out with a clothing range and motorcycle accessories, of which 12,000 units were sold per year. In 2002, a massive fire at the Hinckley plant ceased all production, though with a massive injection of money from CEO John Bloor, now the owner of one of the largest privately owned house building groups in the UK, a new factory was made elsewhere in Hinckley and production was back to where it was after 6 months. In 2004, the Triumph Rocket 3 was released, which remained the largest production motorcycle engine in the world, until the release of the sensibly named Triumph Rocket 3 in 2019. In 2011, John Bloor stepped down as CEO of Triumph Motorcycles, succeeded by his son, Nick Bloor. In recent years, Triumph has expanded to Thailand and Brazil, massively increasing production volume. The company is also working with Bajaj Auto Ltd, the world's third largest manufacturer of motorcycles based in India. The COVID-19 pandemic of 2020 hit the company hard, seeing sales drop by up to 65% during the peak selling seasons, which resulted in company-wide redundancies. Though with the announcement of the Triumph Trident, they are hoping to break into a new market and increase sales significantly. That's it from me. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment.